Good morning, folks. Welcome out to the wagon today. Today we're out on the wagon and the weather's not the best. We've got rain all day, 10 to 15, 20 mile an hour winds. So we're set up for the weather, so we've got things a little bit different, but we still got to do what we got to do, right? We got people coming for dinner tonight and we got to be ready to do that. We thought we'd take a minute just to talk a little bit about the wagon. We haven't talked about that very much. My wagon, the axles and the running gear of the wagon are original 1894, made by Peter Shuttler. The green box has been changed, I'm sure, at some point through the life of the wagon. I built the chuck box, and we tried to build a little family history into our chuck box, just so that we would have some of that to go along with stories we tell about the wagon. The copper that's up top up here and on top of my chuck box lid was given to me by my father-in-law. These knobs, which I know the cook back in the day didn't have these. He had either a hole or a rope or something. But I've got these little knobs. These were in a house that my mom and dad lived in. And there's some brown wood around the outside of this box that's trim. We'll try to get you a picture of that better here in a minute. But that were bed slats in my great-grandfather's bed. So we tried to build a little history into the chuck box. Now, we got adverse weather going on, so we've got a lot of stuff crammed in here this morning to help keep it dry. But like any kitchen, you've got cupboards, and you've got the cupboards that get all over everywhere. Well, we've got a junk drawer because every kitchen has to have a junk drawer. We've got two drawers for utensils and a drawer on the end for spices. And we just kind of keep everything out. The chuck box is made to the liking of the cook. Some cooks prefer multiple drawers. Some prefer smaller cubby holes. I kind of like big holes where I can just shove stuff off into it like I've done this morning. And obviously the chuck box lid folds up to keep everything dry and enclosed. Now I use a rod to run through here. Just that's how I kind of lock the thing closed. But that is a quick shot of the chuck wagon this morning on this yucky day. Now, folks, we got bad weather going on as we talked about today, so we've got a lot of stuff piled up on top of Sarah this morning to help keep things dry as best we can. We'll get her fired up here in a little bit. We've got some cooking we've got to get done for tonight. We obviously have as much canvas as we got up to help keep us dry and out of the wind. The wind is the key. The rain, not so much a problem as it is the wind. The wind has an issue with how our fire burns and how we do things. And so we do try to protect ourselves from the wind as best we can. And folks, this is our weather this morning. Right now we're in between some heavy showers, but we've got a gentle rain blowing, and you obviously can see the flag blowing in the breeze here in northern Alabama, and the trees are moving around with the wind. But we do have a lot of water starting to pile up, and we want to make sure that we do an excellent job for these folks when they come out tonight. No matter what the weather is, when you cook the way we cook, you got to persevere. You got to get through it. You got to push through it and make it work. We talked a little bit earlier about the wagon. Thought we'd get out here in between rain showers and kind of show you a little bit about the wagon. The axles and running gear are original, and the axles and running gear were built by Peter Shuttler in 1894. So that's a look at our wagon, and it's wet this morning. We try to take care of it as best we can, but it probably can deal with the weather a little bit more than we can. We do to most of our videos, folks. We just want to say thank you for watching us. Um, Sometimes it's hard for us to figure out the content that people want to see. We did a video on chicken gizzards, and it went crazy. And so suggest some ideas, if you don't mind, and let us know the things that y'all want to see. I mean, we try to do the things that we want to convey to you, but that might not be exactly what you want to see every day. So we'll be glad to show these to you and do things, cook some dishes, take some recommendations, do whatever we need to do to make these as helpful as we can for you. We had a suggestion or a comment the other day about cast iron care. We're going to try to get y'all a video about how I take care of cast iron. I don't know that that's the way everybody does, but it's the way I was taught and the way that I do it. You may hear the canvas moving around in the breeze, folks. We got a little wind gust coming through here this morning, but we're just here to try to do what we can do for y'all on these videos. And we thank y'all so much for subscribing to us and being part of our YouTube and Facebook family.